Hey everybody, Omega Alden plays Civilization 6 New Frontier Pass continues with our Lady Six Guy of Maya playthrough. We're at war with several people, mainly the Canadians and the Mapuche. They were causing some trouble in various manners. The Mapuche were getting too scientific, Canadians getting too diplomatic, and they had to be dealt with. So that's currently what's happening. What is this man doing? I guess we'll just get him to improve, put down a pasture, and then move on. Can you provide us? I guess you could come provide us with some assistance over here, but we would like to turn you into a battleship or something to where you have a better chance of success without getting obliterated. Because his defenses would probably make short work of a frigate fleet, I would imagine. The advance is going pretty well. We do have to worry about, obviously, loyalty in this region. We're trying to get in here to take the capital. Hopefully this turn we can take the capital. And then we'll see what happens after that. Because this is, we only have one turn until this flips. But if we take the capital, it disrupts things a little bit, but probably this will still flip. Would be my guess. No, we don't want to do it. Let's go to Poland. Go into Poland. So yeah, we're looking to try to take this city down this turn, which I think is a possibility. Can you make it there? Alright, he's in there. And now you need to hold this for a second. Okay, so that's been taken care of. We don't know if it's going to be held. We don't really have a great opportunity for governor swapping in this situation, is what I'm seeing here. If we get Halifax, this area is probably going to be more than fine. So let's see if we can just take down Halifax this turn. I know you have an upgrade, but let's bomb it and see. Can you get this turn? It looks like yes, so. Alright, that's a big win for us on the loyalty front. You can't make it all the way over here, unfortunately. Because you don't need to be on that city anymore. And you definitely don't need to be here anymore, Magnus. Let's go ahead and reassign you over to the capital on this end to try to slow things down, give us a little more time to make a little something happen. We're still killing Fez because I was angry at Fez. Obviously that bomber could have been providing us assistance on the other end. But here you have it. We have Fez now. Just another difficult city to keep, I guess. But that's fine. You can purchase a monument. Actually, I want to see what your situation is like up here first in Fez. Can we buy a monument here? We cannot. We would have to repair a monument. Let's do some repairing. And you have to repair. So let's get these things repaired. And Windsor. What are you up to, Windsor? Let's work on a flood barrier. It's not a very significant flood barrier, to be honest with you. I'm going to go ahead and drop that as a necessity. I don't think we care about it. Instead, let's just start you down a broadcast center path, and we'll buy this monument. Always fix the monument first when you're having loyalty struggles. It makes perfect sense to me. What continent are we on up here? For some reason, I think this is a different continent than our original. It is. Okay, so this is Atlantis. We're having struggles up here, and we have a free economic slot. So that, to me, that means you drop in colonial offices and you hope for the best. So colonial offices hopefully buys us some time. I don't know if this is actually going to flip this turn based on what happened. I'm expecting it to, but I don't know for certain. So we bought this place because I want to get this 10 science tile. I'm jealous that it exists and we don't own it. So we'll be able to get that one soon. Let me go ahead and get you a harbor, because you're going to need it in this region to be of any real use long term. So yeah, hopefully this doesn't actually flip this turn and we get a little longer. Because we can make some things happen with a few more turns. That's my goal, is that this Ina Pyre Mapu, that it stays with us this turn, and maybe a couple more turns at least. Yeah! Full loyalty. We've got 9 turns. This is good. This is good for an extended period of time. All right, I'm feeling very confident now in what's occurring. So let's obviously you got to make sure you take these troops out, because they are a potential threat to our existence. And basically all we do these days is exist, so you don't want to mess with that. They're launching a moon landing over here. We'll see about that. We'll see how that goes for them. They think they're launching a moon landing. You know, we might be having some disagreements on what the state of space exploration is. I don't think that they're going to be the ones to do such a thing, to be honest with you. It's just not in the cards for them at this point, as far as I can see. You know, they may be thinking other things are about to happen, but they're mistaken. Definitely mistaken. Can you hit any of these guys down here? No, we need to rebase you as well. Bring you down to Winnipeg. And then I guess let's go ahead and give you this evasive maneuvers, and then we'll move forward. We could turn you into a tank. We have 1 tank down here. We could be having 2 tanks down here. Alright, 2 tanks is better than 1 for sure. Let's move forward with that plan. Who can you shoot at? You can shoot at this gentleman. So go ahead and do such a thing. Oh, now we get these nice faith tiles from having the Great Bath. Oh, we could enact the the flooding strategy over here. I wonder, hold on. Hold on. You have 3 charges. I'm gonna send you this way. Does anyone else have multiple charges? You're the one being sent. You have 5 charges, sir. I'm gonna send multiple guys over here for a second. We can also just buy a soothsayer, probably. Yep. Here you go. Let the flooding commence. We can see how this thing goes. So this is what I was talking about in previous episodes. Like, you should be able to get these faith numbers up into just dumb levels if you sort of exploit this. I'm okay with at least like playing around with it right now, as I don't think it's going to have any sort of long-term impact for us. We're already at turn 229. What's happening? Did they just do a space mission?
Why is a woman to be treated different?
Did they just I heard like rocket noises and I don't know what happened. Does it say over here? Let's go look at this science screen real quick. Okay, they didn't do anything new here. Why did it sound like a rocket was going off? I don't know, I'm very confused by this at the present moment. I don't know what the deal is there. Rebellion in 2 turns? What's happening? Oh, we have to choose our civic. No, wait. Has our government lost policies or something? This was just briefly... This was perfect a second ago, and now it's not perfect. This is very much less than ideal now. Okay, let's try to take this thing down. I know you can level up, but we need to do some damage. And then, can you? God, we have to send this guy after this. Get him. Oh, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of this. The current change in loyalty in the region. I thought things were in a much better situation. And obviously that's not the way. It's not the way of things. So we move you onto here. We do a little disaster. It was mitigated, but all of these got an additional faith. That's kind of ridiculous. I don't know what levels you can get those tiles up to, but that's a little crazy. You can just start converting those into +1 faith, +1 faith, +1 faith. Oh, maybe we are. Maybe it is just because we have the chance to switch governments or something. I don't know. Let's do this. And then I guess since we are having loyalty concerns, let's drop Praetorium in here. And then do we want... Here, let's move rationalism over here and just see what we want to do with this final spot, because I don't know what I want at the moment. National identity is always nice. Let's take this maintenance cost reduction. No, that's probably not going to do us all that much, honestly. Let's put national identity in. Alright, is this going to fix our loyalty concerns? No. Is it going to have any impact at all? Probably not. I wish it did. I wish things were way different there. So somewhere down here is a way to get... I thought there was a way to get like aluminum from spaceports or something from one of these. Am I wrong? Is that old information? Does that still exist? Has that ever existed? I really thought there was a civic down here that's like... Oh, maybe it's this. It's not this. I thought there was something in like Space Race that would do that. Guess not. Or maybe it existed before. Whatever. Let's just go for rapid deployment for now, because being able to view the Amundsen Scott Research Center and not actually build it is preferable to anything else. It makes me happy, and that's all that really matters at the end of the day. Is that I'm happy. 14 turns and 2 turns. I hate it. I hate it so much. You're still moving along this way, right? What has stopped you, sir? Has something slowed you down in that endeavor of ours? In that undertaking I need you to handle? This 10 science tile is so appealing to me. Let's get it. I don't care how much it costs. Spared no expense for 10 science. When I was a kid and I watched Jurassic Park, when he said spared no expense, I don't think when I was a kid that I pieced together that actually he was like cutting costs everywhere and that's why the park failed. I always just took him at his word. I'm like, yeah, they're doing great things. Look, they made dinosaurs. Obviously, they spared no expense. Turns out, you know, you cut some corners here and there. And that's what caused the problems that the park ran into. Hey, you're gonna hold this for this turn. You guys are good to go on loyalty, so we just need to whittle away at Ottawa. And that'll be fine. And now it's, you know, we just have to turn our attention up here. Make sure we keep this under control. What are these loyalty numbers? You're gonna lose it in 2 turns. Now it's all good again. I need you to have consistent messaging, Sid. I need to understand what's happening to my empire. He's offering peace, but what he doesn't understand is that the only peace will be the peace that comes when he is removed from the game. Because we can't have him doing scientific things. He's gone crazy. Well, it looks like we're back on a path to success over here. With weird hiccups of the game telling us that we're about to lose a city. This one got worse though. There's no denying that. Fez, you need this guy to hang out here once more. I would like to upgrade you, but I would also like to just bring this guy down. to wrap up this whole loyalty thing in the region, hopefully. It's a plan being executed flawlessly right now, I have to say. Everything that needs to be done is being done, and we're not really running into any hiccups, so I have to say it's good news for the most part. Let's do it again. Cause a disaster! Now they're 7s. I'm just gonna keep doing this for a bit because it's fun. I wonder what level we can get it to by the time the game is over. You can see why if you got that great bath early and you had that setup that you could go crazy with like a religious victory in this one with that. It's currently in a broken state, is what I would say. And that's just a quick example of how that would impact the game, you know? So I could either eliminate this trader. You know what? Our gold situation is not the greatest, to be honest with you, so I'll do that, and then we'll hold off on taking the city till next turn. Yeah, the goal, like this little thing is basically broken. But it is broken in an entertaining fashion for now. Let's see, let's go. That was not the path I hoped you would take there. I hoped you could actually get to the tile. But you know, pathfinding is hard. The game doesn't always allow it to succeed. It's all part of the difficulty of playing Civ. Sometimes the game just lies to you. That's okay. We still love it. You just gotta work with the flaws, man. You know, nothing in this land is perfect. But it is overall a very great experience, and that's what we're going for. We're going for a good time. If you focus on perfection,
in the hierarchy of the
I think you're oftentimes going to be disappointed because perfection is I would say unattainable. Perfection is unattainable. You can have very good, but you usually cannot have perfect. Can we get double upgrades in the same turn? That went to 8. That went to 9. Alright, they both have 2 charges, so we can get a couple more out of them. He's got 5 charges. Get in there, brother. Let's all join in the festivities. This frigate Oh, they want to be upgraded for sure. Let's get these guys up because they can help us. You know, with a little rain. They could be bombing this while we're getting other things going. Overall, just a good time. They need to join us. It'll be appreciated. All right, let's get a sewer. And then perhaps... Do we want you to launch a moon landing? What about you? I say screw the sewer. And you start down this launch a moon landing path. Can we get anybody that helps us make these things faster? Tesla's around. That sort of meets my qualifications by just extending ranges, but it's not really what I was going for. When I asked that question aloud for the audience and the people at home. 17 population. Ooh. There's a big boy. Let's get your Ferris wheel, man. Amenities in this day and age seem like they're at a premium, so let's go for those. What does Hunza do? Your trade rate routes get +1 gold for every 5 tiles they travel? Interesting. I do want to get you your experience. I've let you go multiple turns, I think, without it, so. It's +6, +8. Yeah. Thank you, democracy. We're definitely making those trade routes happen. How much is it going to cost us to buy this tile? 295. Okay. Can we make sure we also have our trade routes going with our friends here? You don't need this. You don't need this. Do you need everything else that's on here? You don't need this. 20 per turn. That'll do. Spain, what about you, sir? You can use cocoa, you can use furs, you can use spices, and you can use honey. Give me 39 per turn. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm sad that Mansamusa is not on our side. Greece, what do you have to say about a little trading action?
9.
You're interested in these, probably. You're interested in this honey. 18 per turn, I'll take it. Thank you, everybody, for making our lives a little more interesting. And you're gonna go help them fix that, because it's just a mess over there right now. It's ridiculous. You get in here. We're taking Ottawa. And then it's on to Quebec City. So one stop shop in Quebec City. How many cities do we actually have to conquer for you? It looks like I count 5 cities. You might have more than that somewhere else, but I guess we have, we have the satellite, so we have full scope of the world. There is this town down here. There's Montreal down here. So let me try to get vision on Montreal, because I don't want to leave it behind. What about you? Can you hit this? You can hit this. All right, so we got Montreal. We're not leaving Montreal behind. Keep the city there. Great work. Now we can focus on all the Canadian cities being in one region again. We don't want to split it up like that. Definitely don't want to split it. Monument, granary, watermill, and then I guess let's work on your flood barrier, because you have some tiles over here that we would like to protect. I assume at least one of them is worth protecting. You can just start building these afterwards. I'm okay with that. Yeah, and a stock exchange. Montreal, you've got a plan in place. Infrastructure out the wazoo. Something has happened. Lisbon related, it looks like. My unit was captured by Mapuche. I win the World's Fair! I forgot about the World's Fair. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I'm used to this thing happening. I just saw a betrayal emergency. I'm like, what's happening? That's already been set in motion. That's not news. That's something from ancient history at this point. Where was it? Sorry, unit was captured somewhere. Unit captured. It must have been you. You got captured. Something like that. We can go get it back. We can't let that stand. You're striking deep within the heart of Mayan territory. We cannot let that happen. We must retaliate. Also, we can't let you go to the moon. Sorry to say, but you're not making it to the moon. At least not via the spaceport there. Let's up this faith! And you up the faith. Also you, sir, are updating their faith. Oh, these tiles. These tiles are getting 13 faith apiece now. Yeah, this could easily get ridiculous. And this is only 3 tiles. Imagine if your bath was providing more than that. That could be pretty crazy. So if you feel like having a wonky game, you could build the Great Bath right away and then see how that turns out for you as you end up with like hundreds of faith per turn from a few tiles. It's kind of crazy. I'm sure they'll fix it in an upcoming patch, because it's, you know, it definitely seems like something they missed on their part. You know, those 2 interactions together is what I'm thinking, is they just missed that. So you need Royal Society. And then we need to start sending workers to help out. Is there a spot for you? It looks like there is. Let's go over here. To Windsor. Windsor appreciates fine art. No doubt about it. Moving up to Ottawa. Okay, now we have vision on Quebec City. So this is where things start to happen, of a bombing nature. Just bombing things. Get rid of this boat. This boat's for jerks. You're gone too. All right, now we're safe. Quebec's got some big old walls, and everything's good to go. We could provide loyalty to a city with this this gentleman, Hul'che. He could provide to a naval city. He could provide a little loyalty, but I don't see that working out for us anywhere up here. That's okay. It's not required. It was a thing to think about. Mechanized infantry. We got our first and best mechanized infantry. We made a drone. I made the drone for vision purposes. I'll fly it. This drone's going down to... He's running to Quebec. He might be able to provide us a little bombing assistance. He might not. He may be useless to us, and that's something that I consider to be acceptable. Let me move this policy up here. And then... what else do we want to have going on right now? Is there anything that we truly care about in this day and age? I mean, colonial taxes, we do kind of want more money. This counters some of our penalties for yields, maybe. How much is that going to get us? See, that got us a decent amount of gold per turn. It was like over 100 gold per turn, I think, from where we were before. Although maybe that was just because that screen, whenever you need to put a policy card in place in that screen, you know, your view on what your actual rates are is very distorted, which is unfortunate. But that's just the way things go. That's just the way it is, man. Alright, he's an enemy, so I don't mind spying on him. Although, was that my counter spy? No, my counter spy is here. Heart of Wind Place is here. Just want to make sure we're not losing our counter spy. You've been obliterated, sir. Gosh, we managed to take these guys out pretty quickly, without a whole lot of incident. That was not a very effective battleship shot, but that's okay. We've got bombers as well. Era ends in 10 turns, and we have just hit Golden Age territory. Oh no, they're building a nuclear submarine. This city's gotta go. We gotta get rid of this before they unleash nuclear subs upon my hapless battleship fleet. How much is certain? So, Lautaro, this city right here is next because okay, you switched to AT crew. Now I'm not as threatened by what you're doing. This is obviously for Lady Six Sky. And then oh yeah, we need to be like Wilfred. You get -2, brother. Wait, it's -2 now, not -3? I guess... I know they were talking about rebalancing that. I didn't realize that was in there. Because it used to be you'd give a -3, but, you know, I think they tweaked some stuff. Ban the production of buildings of this type. Well, there's no nuclear power to be had, I'm sorry to say. You have to have beautiful, clean coal if you want to get by in this world. They banned oil. My statement still stands, and Wilfred is lost. Wilfred, you got owned, brother. What's your new diplomacy numbers? You're down to 14, so you're one lower than the last time I looked, so that's good. You're under control now. We don't have to be too alarmed or anything like that. Everything's gonna work out just fine for us. Man, you got some defenses over here, sir. I'm actually impressed at the ability of this city to withstand some bombings. Okay, you guys, you've done soothed your last say, or you've done said your last soothing. I don't know. You're done with your job. Is the gist of it. This guy's still got more to be said of a flooding nature. He's got things to say about flooding, and y'all better listen, because it's gonna bring you faith. It's gonna bring you closer to two bacon out there. I wanted to keep this faith for some reason, so I built a farm. Normally it'd be a mine. But I felt very happy about the faith that it was generating. Okay, we need a bomber to move forward. I nominate you, sir. Now we can see Vancouver. And that means that Vancouver can begin to be bombed. Like so. We can heal you up. Robert Goddard's just hanging out over here. He doesn't have much to do. Three Sisters playing chess. I think you could have tried a little harder on that one. It's not my favorite piece of art that could be added to our empire, I gotta say. I don't know what you want to do. I'm just gonna put you to sleep. You have one charge. You go to sleep. Oh! Another seaside resort right next to a volcano. What could go wrong? Can this one? Right next to Vesuvius? Oh, man. These are gonna be the best resorts ever. This one's gonna be especially grand. I'm looking forward to it. The people are gonna have so much fun out there. The volcano's going off constantly. It's part of the charm, man. It's part of the charm. No, the nuclear subs. Retreat, sir.
Better to
I could
fight for
probably
some-
bomb this. Can I bomb this? I don't want this nuclear sub causing havoc down here. So we're gonna bomb it out of existence. And then you get a little upgrade. If they send another nuclear sub after you, you're probably toast. I don't know how much you can stand up here. But that's okay. His final soothsaying has occurred. What are we up to on these? 15 faith per turn. So out of these 3 tiles, we get 45 faith per turn. That's pretty good. If we were actually interested in generating a lot of faith, we would probably, you know, continue down that sort of path. But you can just you can see how broken that can be. And that's all I really wanted to demonstrate. It's pretty entertaining to me. Alright, you're dead. Should I go grab this? He can't grab it. Oh! Hold on. We have to continue to maintain our proper alliances. Are you an ally? No? Were you an ally of any variety? I guess maybe not. Who was our other ally? Was it Greece? Are you my ally?
No.
You're now my ally. You may not have been my ally before,
No.
but now you are my ally for sure. And that's what's important. You know, we may not have been the closest before. And that's definitely the case, as I can't even remember. So, even if you thought we were close, you can see how close we are. That I have no clue. I haven't the faintest, man. I couldn't tell you if we were allies or if we were enemies before. There's just no telling. It's a great unknown. Never to be known by this history books of what our actual stance was prior to the time we became allies. People will just say we've always been allies, and you know. Oh, this is not pillaged, this is flooded. That's worse than it ever could be. It's been taken away from us permanently. How dare they? How dare they? Fez, how you doing up here? You're doing okay. Nagmapu, you're getting bombed because we can see you, brother. That's all that really matters, is visibility to the bomber. I guess range also matters, but you know, this 10 range is pretty easy to accommodate. Not the hardest, at least. One-time deal. This is hardly worth it, but here you go, sir. You deserve a little bit of iron for some reason. Feeling generous at the present moment. And Spain. Spain's happy with what's going on, and when Spain is happy, I'm happy. And the world is happy when I'm happy. What happened? No, they killed my soothsayer. You jerks. How dare you strike down one of the greats of the Mayan Empire, man. I don't get it. I don't get how you could betray us like that. You know we love the soothsayers so much. I would say that that is a war crime. Destroying my soothsayers who are just out there busy doing great things such as flooding. They're just flooding the area for faith purposes, and you come down and strike them down. I definitely think you're a horrible person because of it. So there's that. You're just gonna chill in this city for a little bit, I think. And you can move up here. Alright. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. See where we are. 419.9. That's very close to a very specific number. Is the science per turn. 138 is what the Mapuche are at. 296 for Poland. She's doing some science things. 202 for Greece. 11 for Canada. 194 for Spain. 170 for the Khmer. And 166 for Mansa Musa. We're getting 238 culture per turn now. The Mapuche are down to 93, so we've taken them, you know, back down to earth. 308 for Poland. She's got good numbers. 237 for Pericles. Wilfred's at 21. 173 for Philip. Khmer 192. And then the Mali are at 135. We're up to 1495 on the old scoreboard. Jadviga's, she's moving up there. Jadviga. I always want to pronounce the J wrong. I know it's Jadviga, but it's just it's a hard habit to break. So I'm sorry, Jadviga, for mispronouncing your name consistently. She's at 985, so she's about to break that 4-digit barrier. And I'm okay with that because she's my ally, and she's far enough behind in science that I don't think it's going to be a problem. We're working on the moon landing 10 turns away, but now we're tied in the space race game with Lautaro. His tourism game is now shot. Jadviga, victory in 272 turns in culture, apparently. You got to look out for that one. That's imminent. That's just going to creep up on you so fast. Religion, and then we've started to contain Canada in this diplomatic endeavor. So that's good to know for sure. All right, well, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Like the video if you're enjoying it. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. I'll catch you guys next time. Later.